Good evening and welcome to the Woodbridge Community Center. Tonight, your Woodbridge Township High School hockey team takes on the Colonials of Morristown. Before we drop the puck for tonight's game, we would like to take a few minutes to honor our 2024 senior class. The coaches would first like to thank Woodbridge High School Athletic Director Joe Ward, Colonia High School Athletic Director Ben Casala, and Colonia High School Principal Chris Gier for coming tonight. The coaches would also like to thank the Spring 8 seniors for all the contributions both on and off the ice. Their effort, determination, and leadership the last 4 years has brought this program to new heights. This group includes 2 players who have surpassed the 100 career point mark and 1 player who surpassed the 300 career point mark this year as well, and only 5 players in state history to do so. We appreciate all that they've done and good luck next year while it's been the 2024 senior class. Up first is number 1, Hunter Galgani. Hunter is a 4-year varsity player who will be attending William Patterson University in the fall to continue his academic and athletic career playing on the men's Division I ACHA hockey team. Hunter is joined by his parents Jack and Daniel and his brother Jake.
You see him?
Up next is number 9, Patrick Rennie. Patrick is also a 4-year varsity player and will be attending Lincoln Tech for HVAC this coming fall. Patrick is joined by his parents Lisa and John, sisters Brianna and Emily, and brother Freddie, also Nicole and Adriana. Up next is number 11, Daniel Foley. Daniel is a 2-year varsity player, also spending 1 year on the swing team. In the fall, he will study criminal justice at William Patterson University. Daniel is joined by his mom Kelly, his brother Chris, and his sister Evelyn. Next we have number 12, Ryan Douglas. Ryan is a 3-year varsity player and will be attending Montclair State in the fall to play club hockey on their men's Division II team. Ryan is joined by his parents Christine and Steve and his brother Michael. Up next, number 13, Brayden Rafferty. Brayden is a 4-year varsity player. In the fall, he will be attending James Madison University and playing on their club ice hockey team. Brayden is joined by his parents Steve and Rob and his brothers Colin and Declan. Next, we have number 71, Ryan Dwyer. Ryan is joined by his parents, Tina and Jim, and his sister Brittany. In the fall, Ryan plans on pursuing being a performance auto mechanic. Up next, we have number 88, Ryan Luco. Ryan is a former varsity player. In the fall, he will be playing juniors in the ECHL. He's committed to play college hockey at St. Lawrence University. Ryan is joined by his parents, Lisa and Pat, and his sister, Jenna. Up last, we have the captain, number 97, Chris Walters. Chris is a 4-year varsity player attending UTI in the fall to pursue welding. Chris is joined by his parents, Jennifer and Rich, and his brother, Matthew. Once again, congratulations to all the seniors.
Welcome, everyone, to the Woodbridge Community Center for this contest here this evening on Senior Night, as Woodbridge takes on the Morristown Colonials in this game. My name is Tony Vargo, and alongside me, once again up here in the broadcast booth, Abby Karras. Abby, welcome aboard once again.
Thank you for having me, and I'm really excited to watch this game. It looks like coming into it, the stats are very comparable. We've seen matchups between the two teams that have been comparable, so it's going to be a fun one to watch. We saw last time Woodbridge lost in a heartbreaker to Chatham. I believe that was 5-4?
5-4, I believe, in overtime. That was a heartbreaker.
Yes, and we also saw Morristown play Chatham, and they lost 6-2, but they also come in and only lost to Mobeard 3-2, who is a very competitive team, so I think we're going to see a good game here today.
Yep. So we're getting ready to start this one off here on Senior Night, and Morristown Colonials will be going left to right to start, and Woodbridge in the home whites will be going from right to left. 15 minutes on the board, and a couple of seniors out there ready to start it for Woodbridge with Ryan Luco, Braden Rafferty at center, number 13, and Patrick Rennie on the right wing, number 9. 3 seniors here tonight. Chris Walutz, the captain, number 97 on defense.
And then on that far side,
It looks like Brody Ludwig
getting the
start, wearing 18. And as we're getting ready to start this one up today, referees over at the Woodbridge bench. Don't know what the discussion is.
And that is number 11 taking the face-off, I believe, for Morristown, and that's Liam Wilson there going up against Braden Rafferty.
And Abby's number 10, Jackson Byrne, leading this Morristown team with 19 goals on the season, so certainly a player to keep an eye on for Woodbridge. We're underway here as the puck is deep in the Morristown end, and Morristown skimming this one out in the, brown, maroon uniforms, Ab?
Yeah, it's somewhere in between there for sure.
This is an icing early on as the pass to nobody goes all the way down, and this one will come back in the Morristown end.
Something to point out, we saw Morristown with the quick face-off win for the first draw, and we pointed that out too in the last game that we called against Chatham. We saw a lot of face-off losses by Woodbridge in their own zone, so we're going to have to keep an eye out for those, as we know those will get dangerous.
It's a quick 3-on-1 the other way for Morristown, getting back, and here's a pass goes just awry, and Walutz digging deep to get back and help out, and this one flubbed back in to the Woodbridge end. And this is Brody Ludwig trying to get it out now on the stick of Ryan Luco. Luco dashing through. Here he comes through the neutral zone. Shot up over the net. And it goes wide. Now around to the far side. Braden Rafferty trying to backhand it deeper. Couldn't do it. And Morristown Colonials look to break out the other way. There's a fan on the shot. And there's a nudge down by Ryan Zwiebel. Another one of the seniors here today for Woodbridge. Number 71 goes back for it. He'll wind it around. And this one's just outside the zone. And we'll get the touch for the offside as Morristown could not hold that one in on the far side in front of the Woodbridge bench. 13:46 to go, Ab, and what are your thoughts so far here? Looks a little choppy thus far.
Yeah, nothing really much going on yet in the game. Want to point out Hunter Galgani starting in goal, another one of those seniors we talked about for Woodbridge, and then we have 35, Thatcher Neville starting for Morristown. A little uneventful in these first 2 minutes, but hopefully we'll see it pick up.
And Ab, you mentioned Thatcher Neville in net. 16 games played this year, looking at an .822 save percentage, 361 saves on the season. So he has seen a lot of pucks this year. And we get a little delay here as seemingly the coach is Morristown.
Not sure what he could be mad about. I haven't seen anything.
And the head coach is Ian Anderson, I'm seeing. I don't know if that was him or not, but anyway, we're back to play. Ray Oblowski back for Woodbridge, trying to keep his man to the outside. Morristown looking to keep this one inside, and here's Foley grabbing it for Woodbridge. His backhand attempt couldn't get it out. Hunter Galgani sticks it to the corner. Oblowski reverses back this way for Foley. Foley, now there's Joseph Berzola on the near side for Woodbridge, number 2, trying to get it out. Zwiebel there for Woodbridge. He backhands it up the near side. Foley leans into his man. Morristown keeps it in at the point. Shot is blocked by Zwiebel, and this one's back to the neutral zone.
Great defensive play by Foley there to get that puck out of the zone.
Nice to help out your D-man once in a while there. And this one, they play catch a little bit here in the neutral zone. Now it comes to Berzola, number 2. He'll fire this one in and go off for a change as Woodbridge will make the wholesale change. Well, not a wholesale change, but the forward line will change.
That's a smart dump right there by J.D. Berzola. They've been in their own zone for about a minute and definitely tired legs out there, so great to dump the puck.
Morristown now looks to keep this one into the Woodbridge ends. Weevil behind the net. Knocks his man down, now trying to kick it up the far side. 3 or 4 attempts, and Morristown looks to keep this in. Back to the point. There's a long shot. Goes wide. Right on the stick of Ray Oblowski. Up ahead to Ryan Luco. Luco through the neutral zone. Inside out, and then gets shoved down as he tried to make one last move to the net. Couldn't do it, and Morristown just chips this one back in behind Hunter Galgani.
And that was Willem Kerr on that defensive play, back on Luco there. Long stretch pass back up to Luco, but Morristown ultimately recovers.
Morristown now look to break back in. Here they come. There's a long shot, and off the glove of Hunter Galgani, and he covers up for the whistle with 11:49 to go. Abby, very strange here. That's the first shot of the game.
Yeah, I was going to say, first real rubber Hunter has seen tonight. Yeah, not much action going on like we said before.
I think Woodbridge wants to push the pace a little, and we can't seem to get a clean breakout thus far. And Morristown back behind the net here in the dark uniforms, looking to keep it in the Woodbridge end. Walutz tracking his man. This one skims back behind for Braden Rafferty up the far side, and we get the whistle there. I believe it's hand pass there. And referees will say that will come down into the Morristown end to the left of the goaltender, Thatcher Neville. Braden Rafferty will take the draw for Woodbridge. He's got Rennie and Luco flanking him.
Looks like it's going to come outside, right outside the blue line on that far side. And I will say for that Thatcher Neville, the later it does take to see a puck, I feel like the harder it becomes as a goalie.
That's a good point. That's a very good point, Abby. You yourself, being a goaltender, you want to get some saves in early to try and field the puck a little bit and get yourself locked in. But here's Morristown. If they hurry, they got a 2-on-1, a centering feed, and we're going to have a penalty as looks like Patrick Rennie will go off here for Woodbridge as took the player down heading to the net, and that is indeed the call.
Good attempt at a defensive play for sure, and if he didn't take that penalty, I think Morristown would have been in on a 1-on-0 right in front of Hunter, right outside of the crease. So honestly, I think a good penalty to take there in that situation.
So 2 minutes on the board to Patrick Rennie, 11-11 on the big game clock. Only one shot on the board thus far for Morristown and none for Woodbridge, and this one will quickly be cleared down on the kill. You've got Luco out there with Rafferty. Oblowski and Walutz are the 4 killers for Woodbridge. Morristown looks for the breakout, and here they come. Off the skate, can't enter the zone. Oblowski looks for Luco, tries to chip it around his man, almost did it. And in on the forecheck is Rafferty. He'll push it back behind. And Abby, I believe, we were talking before the game, and it said this Morristown team had a couple losses here in a row, but they did play some good teams.
Yeah, I think they're winless. Ooh, and
here's
they
a
get a
shot
good chance
inside,
there.
and sorry about that, Ab.
No, it's okay. I saw that too.
There was a play to the front where Hunter Galgani had to make a save, and we'll get back to that in a second, Ab, but good play by Hunter there. I'm not sure anyone knew where that puck was.
Yeah, we saw number 12, Brody Toy, poke at it a little bit after it looked like Hunter had covered it. Ref ultimately blew the whistle and no goal on that play. But back to what we were talking about before.
This one goes out of play.
I think they're winless in their division, but obviously playing some really good competition. Their last game being against Morris Knowles 6-4, and then we talked about how they played Chatham, a team Woodbridge has seen recently, and then also Mo Beard, who Woodbridge has played multiple times in the state tournament.
That's right. So they have played some very good teams. So Woodbridge has to be ready to play here today, and thus far unable to get any offense sustained here, as this is Foley now, and looks like Berzola, the forwards here for Woodbridge on the kill. Oblowski and Walutz still the D-men. Morristown now back behind the net. They'll look to set up this power play, still with 45 to go on it. Back to the point. Moving in, here's a shot. Galgani saves that one, pushes it aside, but Morristown still now with the puck. They'll work it to the outside, and they keep it in as Foley could not get that one out, but now it comes to Oblowski. Oblowski will just send us down the ice with 23 to go on this kill for Woodbridge, and they'll kill a couple of new killers out there as Rafferty hops back on, Ryan Zwiebel back on, Luco back on for Woodbridge. See if they can get through the rest of this kill here and then maybe get some offense sustained. And here's Morristown trying to break in.
That's a great defensive play right at his blue line by Ryan Zwiebel, and he's a rather physical player. We've seen him through a couple hits in this game already, and that'll really get his team going.
It's true, and I believe, Ab, we get the whistle here, and I believe that's going to be a too many men on Morristown as the puck came right in front of their bench as they were making a change, and a whole bunch of players there, and I believe that's what we're going to get the call, or maybe not. Yeah, yep, that's probably what the call is. So now Woodbridge, now as they kill that one off, will get their own power play here as Oblowski, Rafferty, Rennie, Walutz, and Luco out there for Woodbridge. 9:10 to go in the first. They don't have a shot on the board.
But I will say that was a great kill by Woodbridge. I didn't see any quality chances by Morristown, so I'd call that a win for them.
Yep. Here's back to Luco. Luco moving in, shot gets deflected back behind the net. Morristown trying to clear it. Luco will hold it in. At the blue line, his drop pass to Walutz. Walutz moving in on the near side, throws one towards the front, goes through, possibly off a skate. Back to Luco. Luco now circles, back to Walutz on the near side. Walutz looking, throws to the middle, through again, missing both Rafferty and Oblowski. Here's Oblowski, though, puck finding him once again. Here's Oblowski moving in, shot blocked. Here's Walutz at the side of the net, save. Goaltender cannot find the puck, and Rafferty now back to the point. Oblowski to Luco on the near side. Luco holding, looking, cross ice. Walutz off his stick. Walutz now curling. Minute 10 to go on the power play. Here's down low to Luco. Couldn't find the handle. Back behind the net now. Woodbridge with all this pressure. Zone time. Here's Luco moving in around one. Around a second one. Moves in. Shot. Save. Rebound. Comes back to Luco in the near corner. Still with the puck. Luco back to Walutz. Tees it up. Shot wide again. Oblowski trying to backhand it. Players going down all over now. Morristown desperately needs to clear. It's the side of the net. Luco with a one-timer. Can't put it home. Walutz now back behind the net for Rennie. Rennie looking. Back to Luco. Luco, 36 to go in the power play. Towards the net. Shot. Save again off the blocker. Woodbridge, all this zone time here. The Killers have got to be tired for Morristown at this point. Walutz now with the handle at the point. Looking, dragging, shooting. Goaltender never saw that one, and this one will finally, no.
Great
Luco,
keep by Luco there
yes.
to bat that one out of the air. That's a
Rafferty
shot.
off the crossbar. Rafferty. Woodbridge centering, and Morristown able to chip it back out while Luke's now with 5 to go.
They can get up quick. This is a great opportunity for Luco here.
Here's Luco, pull and drag, won't work. Rennie in on it, trying to help him out. Back to Luco behind, the penalty's over. Centering feed in front, and Rafferty couldn't stash that one home. Back to the point, Oblowski keeping in. Oblowski over to Luco. Luco now. We're back to full strength. Now 7 shots on the board for Woodbridge. The shot in front deflected just wide, and it is sitting, I believe, was it up on the net, and we get the whistle, and very eventful power play for Woodbridge, unable to put one home though, Ab.
Yeah, seems like Woodbridge had everything going for them on that power play. Everything was going their way, and they just didn't come out with the goal on that one. And you saw there was multiple times where Neville had no idea where the puck was, and it just went by him, and he finally saw it, but ultimately missed the net.
So now this one's shot around the near side here. And back behind the net, Zwiebel throws a big hit, and we're going to have a penalty here, and I think this is for an elbow. Yep. Ryan Zwiebel will go for an elbowing call here. Woodbridge and Morristown go back to their second power play. 6:36 to go in the first period. No score in our game. Glad everyone tuning in for this one all around. Shots read 7-3 now in favor of Woodbridge. At one point, it was 1-0 Morristown.
Yeah, I think Neville got his first shot on that Woodbridge power play there, and they just kept coming, so he has 7 now.
I will say he's a big goaltender.
He is definitely very tall.
So Woodbridge now has to have another big kill here. They did a good job killing the first one. Luco, Oblowski, and who's that? Brody Ludwig out there. And what
Looks
do we have?
There's 2
I
in the
believe,
box.
yes, I believe he might have, yeah.
Foley, that's Foley and Zwiebel over there.
Foley, yes, in the box with Zwiebel, and I'm not
There's
sure.
another one, it looks like, going in there.
And wow, I don't know what was said here, but obviously this is going to be a 5-on-3 here for Morristown, and possibly an unsportsmanlike as well, tagged on to the elbowing.
This is exactly what you don't want as Woodbridge. You have all the momentum going your way after that power play, and you take one penalty, then another, and ultimately now another, it looks like, and you're on a 5-on-3 situation here.
Yeah, it's a big kill for Woodbridge. Let's see what they could do here. Back to the point now. Morristown looks to set up the Colonials in the dark uniforms. No score here, but they have a 5-on-3. Side of the net, shot saved by Galgani, and he'll hang on there.
Great
And
rebound control there by Hunter.
Jackson Byrne on the shot for Morristown.
That's their leading point scorer and goal scorer, too, with 26 points on the season and then 19 goals.
Face off now to the left of Hunter Galgani. Minute 49 to go on this 5-on-3. Morristown controls, and they'll look to beat the triangle D here of Woodbridge, trying to kill this one off. Move in, here's a shot. This gets deflected to the far side. Now it's in this corner here. And that's Jackson Byrne with the puck towards the net. Save Galgani. The rebound is pushed wide, but we get the whistle. And I think the referee might have lost sight of that one, Abby.
Yeah, it was obviously loose, so that's really the only explanation for him blowing the whistle there. It looked like Hunter was just about to have it, but it did get poked away right before he was able to finally cover that one.
Good saves, though, by Galgani in front here as Woodbridge. Luco on the draw for Woodbridge, and he tries to push, can't get it out. Morristown controls a shot towards the net again. A save by Galgani, and players going down in front. And fans not happy here as, I don't know if it was maybe a little goaltender interference, Ab, I don't know, but maybe not. I'm just saying because I know you're a goaltender, and I know you side with the goalies a little bit. So
I honestly just saw the guy down in the paint, and I didn't see the before or prior play to that. So, but we have Morristown coming down the far side now.
Blosky goes down, back behind now, and Morristown will try to keep this in, and Luco gets a big clear for Woodbridge. 48 to go in this 5-on-3.
Shots are back even at 7. Sorry to cut you off.
No, it's okay. No, you're absolutely right. 7-7 now on the shot board, and here comes Morristown trying to come back in. They have about 36 to go on this 5-on-3. And a shot towards the net, saved by Galgani to the side of the net. The net comes off, and Morristown complaining this is in the net, but I don't know if that was after the whistle. And the net was off. Galgani with a couple of big saves again, Ab.
Yeah, we see a lot of deflections right in front of his net. He has to react really quickly. And then that one popped right off his chest or pad, I believe, and a Morristown player was right there to try and jab in that rebound. He got a couple of them, but I do think it was under Hunter's pad, but he just kept going and going. So I'm pretty sure why that was called off, even if it did end up going in the net.
Yeah, we say your best penalty killer has to be your goaltender, and thus far it has been Hunter Galgani here. There's another save off the draw. 20 to go in the 5-on-3. Morristown moving the puck around. This one's deflected by Luco. He's going to try and beat him. Nope, he's not going to beat Jackson Byrne to the puck. Byrne blows a tire here, but nobody there for Woodbridge to grab the puck. And this is Clark Smith, number 6 for Morristown, moving in. Morristown comes in. There's another shot into the chest of Galgani, and he'll hang on once again.
And that's going to be the end of the 5-on-3 there. So Woodbridge gets both players back, I believe, and
Yep.
it's back to 5-on-5, which is great kill for Woodbridge there. It's really, honestly, a feat whenever you get out of a 5-on-3 situation with no goals on the board.
2 big kills there for Woodbridge thus far in the first. 4:35 to go. We're back to even strength. Shots now read 11-7 in favor of Morristown. No score, though. And let's see if Woodbridge can get back to their game here. As on the draw is Rafferty for Woodbridge. Morristown trying to keep this one in. This is chipped up the near side. Morristown moves in. Here's another shot and a score! Up over the shoulder of Hunter Galgani.
And that's Charlie Vorskak, I believe, for Morristown, number 19. But even before that, you could see just how much a power play can swing the momentum of a game. You had all Morristown when they had their power play. Then it went back to Woodbridge. They got about 7 shots on theirs. And then back to Morristown on that 5-on-3. And now after that one's over, we see Morristown score.
Yeah, it was a nice shot by number 19 there. And
beautiful shot right under the bar.
so Morristown taking a 1-0 lead here. Let's see if Woodbridge can respond as Rafferty tries to keep this one in the zone. He's got help from Rennie. Rafferty moving in to the middle, towards the net, trying to get it to Luco. Here's Rennie. His shot gets blocked. And with 4 minutes now to go in the first, Morristown with that 1-0 lead here. Right in front of us, Ab, as Morristown will chip this one in back behind Hunter Galgani. And on that far side, 66 Alex Nomov for Woodbridge. Here's Luco trying to get it to Rafferty, and Rafferty will send it in deeper back behind the cage. Rennie in on the forecheck, can't get to it. Now he does get to it. See if Woodbridge can create some trouble down low. The Rafferty, Rennie, Luco line out front. Luco shot saved by the goaltender right in the paraphernalia. Rennie there looking for any loose change, and good save by Thatcher Neville on that one.
Had to react quickly there, too. We know how much of a goal scorer Luco is with his shot, and Thatcher Neville able to corral that one into his chest, and no rebound allowed.
You mentioned that, Ab, and we saw Luco get his 300th point last game here against Chatham.
Yes.
Here's Luco once again, moving in, shot, save, or it hit something. It might have hit Rennie or somebody.
Yeah, I don't know if Neville ever had a handle on that one, but ultimately just squeaked right by that post there.
Oblowski now drops this one. This is Rafferty. Now Woodbridge putting pucks towards the net. Oblowski looks back behind. Here's Luco. Tries to center, looking for Rennie. Can't get it to him. And Morristown looks to break back the other way. That's Brody Ludwig back for Woodbridge. This one goes back behind Hunter Galgani's net. He'll slide it around here. And a whole bunch of fans in front of us, so I couldn't see what was going on in the...
Yeah, that corner is always hard to see.
Here's a long cross-ice feed from Rafferty to Rennie. Rennie drops for Luco. Luco dips the shoulder, tries a centering feed back for Rennie. Can't get it to him. Morristown breaks back 2-on-2 the other way. And here's a shot. It's blocked by Oblowski. The rebound, score! Up into the top corner again on the glove side.
And that's number 10, Jackson Byrne. We mentioned him before, being Morristown's big guy here with 26 points and 19 goals on the season, and he adds one to that with 20 goals now.
Yes, that was another shot almost in the same identical place, Ab. And Morristown takes a 2-0 lead here
and that's a big goal in this game late in the first period, putting them up by 2 now. So Woodbridge has to find a way to get this momentum back, put one in, and yeah, just get back on their game.
Yeah, and they can't afford to be in the box.
Yes.
That's for sure. Here's his Foley on the forecheck. Berzola's out there with him. Walutz is on defense now with Alex Namov. Hope I'm getting that name right. And Morristown still with the puck at the side, and then there's a shot from the point, and good pad save by Hunter Galgani on that one, and it skims back out to the neutral zone where Morristown will recoil and shoot this one back in just wide of Galgani on the near side now. And again, once again, fans in this near corner, so it's a little tough to see on the half wall what's going on. There's a shot towards the net off the glove of Galgani. Walutz back behind the net for Woodbridge.
Unable to get
And
that
it's
one
Nick
out.
Malone out there for Woodbridge, and a shot blocked by 66 Namov. And here's another shot just wide again, and Woodbridge struggling to get this puck out here. Back behind into the corner now. Morristown still with the puck back to the point. There's a long shot from the point and saved by Hunter Galgani, and he'll hang on for the whistle with 1:29 to go in the period. And Morristown with the 2-0 advantage. Abby, and
Looks like it's all Morristown right
yep,
now.
16 shots here on the board and 2 goals, and absolutely right now Woodbridge needs something to get them going.
And it seems like every single Morristown shot is quality. There's a lot of traffic in front of the net every single time, and making it difficult for goalie Hunter Galgani.
It's another shot just deflected wide. That was dangerous. Jackson Byrne.
Woodbridge finally gets the puck out here, and that's Pat Rennie laying the body.
Big hit. Neutral zone by Rennie, and here's Rafferty. Oh, one more chip there. He might have been by, but he couldn't do it now. Morristown with 1:05 to go in the first period now will start to break out from their own end. Long pass looking for Jackson Byrne, sorry about that. This goes down for icing.
And that's a good play by Rennie on that far side there to get a hit. And honestly, in times like these, getting physical, obviously legally in this case, not getting a penalty, but will definitely fire up your team.
No doubt. Here's Luco off the draw. Good save with a right pad,
Great
left pad.
sliding block there, too, by the Morristown player. Can't see what that number is, but
Oblowski trying to keep this one in. Back behind Rafferty. Walutz at the point. Makes a move around his man. Now can't get to the puck, and Morristown will get to it now. They'll look to clear back behind their own net. Rennie in on the forecheck. Good forecheck by Rennie here. He has some help from Braden Rafferty. Back behind the net. Centers for Luco. Can't get it to him. Side of the net. Luco trying to sweep it to the net. He's hit back behind. There's Luco still battling for it. Rafferty back down low. Rennie. Backhand feed. Nobody home. And now Morristown will safely get this one out with 17 to go in the period. 3-on-2 if they hurry is a long shot over the glove of Galgani. And here comes Rennie to Luco with 8 seconds left. Luco moving in. Couldn't get around but the player there, and 2 seconds, one, and they'll try to center it, and it's blocked, and that will do it for the first period here. With a score, Morristown 2 and Woodbridge nothing. Shots reading 16-9, and Abby not particularly a good period for Woodbridge there.
yeah, definitely not the ideal start they wanted to get out to, especially on senior night. Morristown looks like they're firing on all cylinders here, just getting pucks to the net, shot after shot. We see 16 shots already in the first period, and asking a lot of Hunter. And Thatcher Neville even standing on his head, too, for Morristown, looking solid. So even with the 9 shots he has, he's been pretty consistent there.
Yeah, and like we mentioned, he's a very big goaltender, so I think maybe Woodbridge has to get him moving side to side a little bit and maybe get those one-timers off. But while we have a moment, Ab, let's talk a little bit more about the seniors for Colonia here, and let's mention them here. Hunter Galgani, of course, the goaltender. Patrick Rennie, Daniel Foley, Ryan Douglas, Braden Rafferty, Ryan Zwiebel, Ryan Luco, and Christopher Walutz. So Woodbridge graduating a lot of players, a lot of good players, but I will say, congratulations to all of them, and best wishes to all of them in their future, or whatever the future holds for all of them. And Ab, I know you're probably friends with some of them, and I know I coached some of them when they were little, and real proud of them on this senior night.
Yeah, and it's definitely been a big year for all the seniors here. Most notable milestones, we have Braden Rafferty and Chris Waluce getting their 100th point, and then we mentioned before Ryan Luco getting his 300th point, which high school hockey, very, very impressive. I'm pretty sure Jim Dowd has the record for that at 300 something. And
I believe it's 387 in that neighborhood or something like that. And those of you who don't know who Jim Dowd was, look him up. Famous hockey player from New Jersey, won a Stanley Cup with the New Jersey Devils. So that's a pretty tall task there by Ryan Luco this year. So many of these players, such good players, and good people as well off the ice as well. And like I said, best of luck to all the seniors here for Woodbridge, and hopefully Woodbridge can. They got a lot of hockey left to be played here. It's 2 periods, Abby, and hopefully they can get things going. I think they all went to the locker room here in between the first and second, maybe to, take a deep breath, and you got to come back out and start fresh.
Yep, regroup a little bit, hopefully come out with fresh legs, get that first period out of their head, because now this next goal is a big one. Either puts Morristown up 3-0, or they're back in the game at 2-1, cuts Morristown lead in half. So they really got to focus, forget about what happened in that first period, and come out firing.
Yeah, the big, we talked off the air about Morristown coming into this game. We talked about their players, Jackson Byrne and Liam Wilson and Brody Toy and Clark Smith being the leading point getters and leading goal getters, and obviously the goaltender Thatcher Neville. But they've had the quicker legs here thus far. So, sometimes that works out that way. It's weird. Maybe they were just gunning ready to play. They looked like they had the legs going here early in this first period. So, and those power plays obviously helped.
Yeah, for sure. We saw the 5-on-3, unable to score, but then got that goal right after. And I will say it does put a little bitter taste in your mouth when you know you're the other team's senior night. So maybe that little lit a fire for them. But we'll see what Woodbridge can do in this next period. The clock winding down now, 1:45 left on this break, and can't wait to watch the remaining 2 periods of this game.
Yeah, and like I said, Hunter Galgani, very terrific in that 5-on-3 kill for Woodbridge, and he was their best penalty killer out there. And
yeah, like we mentioned before, had to make a lot of quick saves. He hasn't been able to see the puck until it gets right in front of him, not due to him, but because of all the traffic Morristown's putting in front of the net. We've seen a lot of deflections that Hunter has had to quickly get his arm or leg out for. Some have missed the net, but then even Morristown's 2 goals have been perfect shots. Nothing really Hunter could do about them.
Yeah, they're very good shots, high, glove side. Woodbridge's power play in that first period looked well. They moved the puck around. They had a whole bunch of chances, just couldn't bury one. And there was a couple times when Thatcher Neville just tried to make himself big in the net, wasn't really quite sure, couldn't see the puck. So,
yeah, I know there was one that stuck out to me, and I remember every time I would go to goalie training, it was always just keep your stick in the 5-hole. Even if you don't know where the puck is, make sure your stick is in that 5-hole. And that's what Thatcher Neville did there. And he had no idea where the puck was, but I think Luco maybe or Wallace shot at 5-hole, and he ended up getting that save there because it just hit his stick because it was in the right place. So positioning has been a key factor for Thatcher Neville here, and obviously we see his height and size obviously puts him at an advantage as well.
Yep. So we're going to get ready to start here for the second period as Woodbridge has come back out, and they trail 2-0. Let's see if they can get a good first shift here right off the bat. Start his second period here at the Woodbridge Community Center. And Woodbridge will be going from left to right in the start of this second period, and Morristown Colonials going from right to left. And it looks like Woodbridge will start the big 3 of Rafferty, Luco, Rennie up front with Oblowski and Walutz on defense. And I'm sure Morristown going with their big guns here as well to start it.
Yeah, Morristown looks like that's number 4, Wesley Thomas. We have number 19, Charlie Vorskak. We saw he had the first goal. Number 11, Liam Wilson. Number 10, Jackson Byrne. Yep. And then on that far side, I believe that's number 39, Scott Williams.
So here's a long shot. It's blockered away by Galgani. as we're underway in the start of the second period here at the Community Center tonight. And Luco with the puck for Woodbridge. Up to Walutz. Walutz right back to Luco. Luco churning in, and he's stopped. And Morristown looks to break back out. Rafferty steals the puck. Rafferty now looking. He's centering for Luco. Couldn't find him. Here's Walutz moving in from his left point position. Shot towards the net, wide. And this one will come all the way out.
We see Wallace being a very offensive defenseman there, getting involved in the play in the offensive zone, which is exactly what you want to see.
Zablosky up to Rafferty now for Woodbridge through the neutral zone, and he'll chip this one in. It goes off the officials' legs up into the air, and they couldn't get the dump in, and now Morristown break back the other way. Inside out move, not going to work, as Zablosky plays it very well. But the puck comes right back to Morristown. There's number 13.
That's Colin McKenna there for Morristown. We see pretty nifty hands on him.
Woodbridge struggling to get this puck out, and Zablosky will do that now to Luco. Now a little touch pass to Rennie. He loses it in the neutral zone. Back to Luco. Here comes Luco in around one. Just lost the handle now, looking. He'll wind this one on the near side, where we can't see on the half wall. And here's Luco centering off a skate in front, looking for Rafferty. Rafferty now looking. Long cross-ice feed. Here's Walutz. He has it. Moves, looks for an angle. Shot towards the net. And that might have been blocked in front, or maybe the goaltender got a piece of that one. And Morristown, if they hurry, break 3-on-2 is a long pass in the middle. Couldn't connect. And Walutz back for Woodbridge. Tries to get this one out all by himself, and he does just that. Now Luco picks it up, and weird carom off the stanchion here in front of us, Ab.
I was looking at the corner expecting the puck to go over there, and I see it's in the center of the ice.
And here's Foley fresh off the bench, trying to keep it in, couldn't do it. And for Woodbridge, that was Brody Ludwig with the puck for Woodbridge, dumped it in now. Santaramo on for Woodbridge as well, and Foley. This one skimmed out. Berzola trying to catch his man. Morristown breaking in, and they lose control of the puck. Ludwig now gets to it for Woodbridge, slides it back on the far side. Zablosky, long pass looking for Foley, and this is going to go down for an icing on Woodbridge. 12:27 to go, second period. Still 2-0 Morristown to score, and Abby, Woodbridge trying to get their legs here established, and nothing just yet.
Yeah, it looks like they're definitely getting a couple more opportunities on this 5-on-5 here. We did see them get opportunities on their power play, which is a given, but looks like they are getting a couple more chances here on equal play.
Look at this, Ray Zablosky taking the draw for Woodbridge.
Something we don't see often.
Nope, and Nick Santaramo losing the handle momentarily, now gains it back for Woodbridge and looks to dump in. He's tied up from behind. Good hard work by Santaramo, did get to it, dumps it back in. And that's Berzola in on the forecheck, couldn't get to it, and it could have been a 2-on-1. Luckily for Woodbridge, player lost the handle there, and that's Alex Namov, number 66 for Woodbridge. Back on D. Santaramo takes a hit on the near side as he gets it in deep. And Morristown, this is a long pass. This will go all the way down right to the side of Galgani for an icing against Morristown.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of Morristown chances in this second period, which is a good look for Woodbridge. Definitely have had more chances.
Need one badly here. Like
Yes.
you said, the next goal is huge, Ab. You pointed that out before.
And you don't want to wait too late to get that first goal, because then it puts you at a bad spot to get that second one.
You also mentioned that, a goal here would really pump them up, I'm sure.
Yes, for sure.
Morristown now looks to break back out. Ready throws a hit on the far side. Morristown trying to break in, and his backhand goes in, and Walutz will take it for Woodbridge. He goes cross ice for Brody Ludwig. He's tripped up, and Walutz throws a hit in the corner, and a little frustration on Woodbridge trying to get something going. Here's a long shot right in front. A great save by Galgani on that one. The deep slot there, good shot. Ludwig now pushes it along the far side. Rennie trying to get it out. Here's Luco trying to tie up his man. Luco fights, gets the puck. He's got Rafferty in front. Here's Rafferty. Oh, he's tied up and centered it off the pad. Couldn't get it to the in the net. And here's Luco's shot. That gets blocked.
Took a deflection off of a Morristown player, I believe.
Good chance there for Woodbridge. And Rafferty just got tied up at the side of the net. Couldn't get a good shot away. And here's Morristown breaking back in as Ludwig giving chase. Walutz slides across. Nice play by Walutz.
Play.
Here's a pass blocked by Rennie as he ties his man up. The captain for Morristown, that's Jackson Byrne, who already has a goal in this game for Morristown. Off Rennie's glove, and Morristown trying to break back in. Rafferty, little chip up the boards as they play back and forth in the neutral zone. Finally, it comes back to Walutz, the captain for Woodbridge. Long feed for Luco.
And I don't know how that one got
Luco
through.
in, Deke shoots.
Oh, it
that
doesn't
stopped.
go.
Oh, my goodness. He had the goaltender faked out, and I believe the defenseman might have stopped that one.
I was going to say, I don't think that was the goalie's pad.
No. He got some help there. Here's Oblowski blocking this centering feed. What a huge chance for Woodbridge.
The fact that that one stayed out of the net is incredible.
Wow.
And we see Pat Rennie here on the near side.
And Woodbridge can't break back in, and now Morristown with the puck. 9:49 to go in the second. Still 2-0 Morristown, your score.
That would have been huge if Luco scored that one there.
Nice backhand move by Luco, unable to stash it in, and here's Berzola.
It's going to be delayed offsides there.
As Foley touches up, though, but they'll let this go as a touch-up. We still have a broken stick laying back behind the net. Walutz now with the puck for Woodbridge, trying to look for someone, and here's a long dump in off the glove. Morristown trying to get it in. That's Malone back behind looking for Foley. Foley trying to work hard there to get it to the net off the side. And Malone couldn't put it in there. He's battling, and Foley in there helping him out. Here's Oblowski keeping it in. That's back for Malone. He can't do anything with it in this line. Berzola, Malone, and Foley for Woodbridge as Morristown look to break back out with 8:56 to go in a second. And they will get it to the neutral zone where Foley has it for Woodbridge. He just nudges it back to Oblowski. Oblowski for Woodbridge makes a little move in the neutral zone. There's another one. And slides it. Here's Walutz moving in. His shot gets deflected off the glass back behind. And Foley couldn't get to it for Woodbridge.
Got to be careful there with the hooking call.
Yep. And
don't think there was one, though.
Nope. Here's Walutz trying to make a move. This one off the glass. Couldn't get it out. Morristown looks to keep it in. This one's going to slide out. Here's Walutz. Looking very offensive on the shift is the captain. Moves in, tries, a shot, score! And just as I said that, the captain on senior night, Christopher Walutz, gets Woodbridge back in this hockey game.
And that is so big for Woodbridge there. 8:15 left in the second period. Basically, half the game gone by, and they cut Morristown's lead in half, 2-1, and Woodbridge is definitely back in this game, and now they're going to have all the momentum going forward.
It looked like Christopher Walutz might have been playing forward there on that shift as he was really pushing, and it looked, like an uneventful shot, but nonetheless beat the goaltender on the glove side, and now it's 2-1, and you feel the energy back in the building a little bit now.
Yeah, the fans, all the players, the celebration, and Woodbridge is fired up now.
So on their 13th shot of the game, Woodbridge finally solves Thatcher Neville, and now they'll chip it back in, back behind the net. This is Brody Ludwig will slap it around, looking for someone in the neutral zone. Can't get it to anybody. Rennie now tries to get to the puck. Rafferty there, Luco on as well. They chip it into the corner. Luco back checking on this one. Gets to the puck, and Luco now starts ahead, takes a hit. As he's coming out of his own, Morristown dumps it back in, and Ludwig with it for Woodbridge.
Looks like Luco was sandwiched between two Morristown players there.
And this is chipped back in. This will go down for an icing against Woodbridge with 7:25 to go. Score now 2-1, Morristown over Woodbridge. Shots reading 18-13 in favor of Morristown, and that's what they needed, Abby. Let's see if they can take that and run with it.
Braden Rafferty taking the face-off in his own zone to the right of Hunter Galgani there.
So big goal on senior night for the captain, Chris Walutz, getting the team back in. There's a shot. Good save by Galgani.
That's those face-offs we were talking about. You can't lose too many face-offs in your own zone because things like that happen and they get quality chances off of them.
There's Luco looking to break out the other way. Can't do it on that skied pass through the neutral zone, and now Morristown will look to break back in. Is that big hit? You've seen that coming by Ryan Zwiebel, the senior, who we know is a big hitter. Number 71 for Woodbridge. Good clean hit. There's a centering feed, and that will be gobbled up by Galgani with the glove, and he'll hang on for the whistle.
And Woodbridge's bench is fired up for sure.
So between the goal and the hit now, let's see if Woodbridge can take this. 2-1 now. Morristown still coming, though they're not shying away by no means. Still trying to play their game. 6:53 to go in the second. Face off to the right of Galgani now. This is Walutz taking the draw, as we've seen so often.
See what happened here on this draw.
And
Morristown wins it again. Not very clean, though, and Wallace goes back up the ice with it. He has Foley and Berzola.
Here's Walutz moving in towards the net. Just goes wide, and on this near side, Brody Ludwig trying to keep it in. Couldn't do it.
This is number 10. You got to watch out for him.
Here's Malone, and here's a centering feed save! Great save by Galgani with the right pad on that one.
And he had no one else there, just him and Galgani.
That's a high stick by Morristown. They can't touch this, and let's see if Foley gets to it. And the touch will get whistled out on the high stick against Morristown. What a save by Galgani there.
Huge to keep the momentum in Woodbridge's favor here.
No doubt. I mean, Morristown could have really taken that momentum back there.
Yeah.
Big save by Galgani, as we've seen so often this year by the senior Hunter Galgani.
He's come up big time after time for Woodbridge, and that's just another example of it. Shotry 21-13 now, Morristown with 21. 6:15 left in this period.
Here's at the side of the net, Rennie looking, centering off the stick of Nebel. Luco keeps this one in. Back behind the net, Rennie centers, looking for Rafferty, can't get it to him. And on this near side, again, a lot of fans in the way in the half wall here. Couldn't see what was going on in Morristown.
It's going to be a 3-on-1 here with Wallace back.
While Lutz goes down. Nice play defensively by Christopher Walutz, and Woodbridge chips it back out to the neutral zone, and it's thrown right back in by Morristown. Chris Walutz has seemingly been all over the ice here in the second period.
We saw him with that goal and then that big defensive play right there a couple seconds ago.
Now Rennie ties his man up. Oh, just trying to get that one to Luco. Now Rafferty. Here they come. 2-on-1. Rafferty in. Backhand. Oh, Luco just deflected at the last second.
That's a great defensive play by Clark Smith, number 6 from Morristown there. Gets a stick. And if that got over to Luco, we might have been tied up at 2-2.
Yep, back to the point. Here's Oblowski towards the net off the stick of the goaltender. Now Rennie looking to throw it back this way. Nobody home, and now Morristown trying to get this one out, and they do. Here's a man breaking in, comes in, shot. No, never got a shot. I don't think he got a shot off.
You're right.
As Galgani stayed right with him on that.
Ready to stay big there for Hunter, though.
Here's Luco moving in. Luco, 4:53, stops, turns, looks, centers, looking for Walutz. Can't get it to him. Now Rennie ties his man up. Can't keep the puck. It's 2-on-2. Rafferty back on defense.
It's Brody Toy coming down the wall.
Centering feed in front. Great save by Galgani as the net gets knocked off, and we get the whistle. Once again, Hunter Galgani coming up big for Woodbridge.
That's just like the second time in a couple of minutes where Hunter has really bailed out his team.
So 23-13 in favor of Morristown on the shots. 2-1 on the board. 4:38 to go in the second. And Woodbridge getting caught there a few times, Abby. Good chances for Morristown. This is Alex Namov and Berzola working hard on that far side for Woodbridge as Foley chips it back out. This is Malone on the forecheck for Woodbridge. Morristown looks to get back out of their own end. This one in the neutral zone comes back to Malone. He'll chip it back in. Foley, first one in on the forecheck for Woodbridge. Morristown on the near side in the neutral zone, chipping it in. Zwiebel breaks that one up, but we get the whistle for the offside. 4:05 to go, second period, still 2-1 Morristown.
I will say Brody Toy very active for Morristown, and he is a defenseman, so we, for Woodbridge, have a lot of offensive defensemen on our team, like we mentioned. They have the same thing. We saw him come up that wall over there, give Morristown a good chance, and he has 18 points on the season as well. So for a defenseman, that's definitely very high.
Puck finding Jackson Byrne a lot, number 10, the captain for Morristown, always seems to find the good players, Ab.
Yeah, they got to watch out for that, Woodbridge.
This is Malone in on the forecheck for Woodbridge.
Roughing the way a little bit in that far side corner there.
Morristown still able to regather the puck and break back out.
And there he goes again, Jackson Byrne.
Trying to get around Zwiebel. He moves in as a backhand save by Galgani with the glove.
Great save by Hunter there, denying Jackson Byrne. And we were just talking about him, how the puck always finds him. And he goes across the crease there, but Hunter just sticks with them the whole way. And flashes his glove, and no rebound there either.
Great save by Hunter Galgani once again on the 24th shot of the game for Morristown now. Face off to the right of Galgani. Rafferty on this draw for Woodbridge. The puck in the air. Morristown trying to keep it in. And
dumped back to that near side corner over there.
And this one goes back behind now. Morristown trying to keep this one down there. They want to play in Woodbridge's end, obviously, with a 2-1 lead, but Woodbridge trying to get a clean breakout of some sort. Now puck squirts to Luco. Here comes Luco with a lot of speed through the neutral zone. Inside out. Around one, gets stood up, and no call there. It was a good play by the defenseman, and some people looking for an interference in front. Score! Braden Rafferty, a puck found Rafferty in front in the slot, and the game is tied at 2 with 3 minutes to go in the second.
Luco unable to get that first one, but Woodbridge stuck with it. Puck came back out to Braden Rafferty, and he buried that one past Thatcher Neville. And
Abby, who passed that out in front? That
honestly,
was a great feed.
No idea. I can't see. This is the corner we were talking about.
Yeah, a lot of fans in front of us. Somebody threw that right out in front, and Rafferty down on one knee snuck that one underneath the goaltender, and we're tied at 2. And on Woodbridge's 14th shot of the game, it's 2-2, and we got a new hockey game. Rennie in on the forecheck here for Woodbridge. Back behind the net, the Morristown player goes down awkwardly, and we get the whistle. Let's hope everybody's okay down there.
Is there going to be a penalty on that one? No, I don't think so.
Oh, I didn't see an arm up. Oh, no. Nope, I don't see anything. Face-off will come to the left of Thatcher Neville here. 2:44 to go in the second. And we've got a 2-2 game here. So buckle up. This one could be good. On the draw now, Rafferty trying to get to it. Couldn't do it, and Morristown breaks back out. While Lutz stands his man up, and he's going to take an interference call on this one.
That one's questionable. I don't know how I feel about that call.
Well,
don't know your opinions on that one.
Well, nonetheless, I mean, no matter what our opinions are, the referee says interference on number 97, Christopher Walutz. And Morristown will get another power play here, and Rennie trying to calm down his teammate here.
Can't afford to take another penalty here.
Walutz.
It's an argument you're never going to win with the ref.
Giving an earful to the referee, letting him know, but 2:24 to go here in the second, and just as Woodbridge has tied the hockey game, Morristown will get another power play here, and you know, on this power play, Ab.
Yeah, we've seen Morristown on the power plays before, and they definitely get quality chances and opportunities, so hopefully Woodbridge can stay strong here and keep this tied at 2-2. Maybe even get a shorthanded one. We saw it against Chatham.
Yeah, so this is Oblowski once again moving in to take the draw for Woodbridge, and it's one clean by Morristown. And they're going to play catch here on the near side, looking to set things up. This is number 11, Liam Wilson, back to the point. And the centering feed goes wide, and now this is chipped up and out. Nope. Kept in by Morristown. Oblowski trying to get that one out, couldn't do it. Now Morristown back to the point. On the far side is a one-timer, and this one goes in, and he's going to count it a goal, and the net was off. And
Tamibo's got to be careful there.
Yeah, Woodbridge complaining, saying the net was off, but this one is going to count on the power play goal. And I believe that was Jackson Byrne once again, Ab.
Yeah.
On the one-time side on that right wing, the left-handed shooter, I believe, on that side. The net coming off. Galgani did get a piece of it.
Yeah, you definitely saw it got deflected up into the upper netting of the net, but ultimately goes in, and looks like the net was knocked off simultaneously with when the puck went in the net.
So it's a 3-2 game now as Morristown strikes on the power play, and that's why that's so big to stay out of the box. But now Woodbridge has the work cut out for them here with 1:58 to go in the period. They'll have to come back now. Rennie throws a big hit on the near side, and now as a shot goes up into the netting back behind Galgani. Now Woodbridge has to keep their temper here. A lot of hockey left. It's just a 3-2 game.
it's definitely getting scrappy here. We see the hits, some little commotion in the stands and on the benches.
I think Woodbridge just frustrated at some of the penalty calls here. They have to keep their heads here. It's just a 3-2 game. We still have a minute 46 left to go in the second, and still the whole third period.
Yep, and they worked their way back from that 2-0 deficit, and it would be a shame to throw that all away after one goal by Morristown. Here's Luco.
Luco and Rennie. Oh, what a save with the paddle by Neville. Now Rennie down at the side of the net. Here's Walutz at the near side. Walutz throws one towards the net. Oh, that just missed that top corner. What a shot.
Rennie unable to get his stick there. You saw him swat at it a little bit.
Rennie having a battle in front. And this one, what do we have here? The net is off.
I believe.
And there's a whole bunch of battling going on there.
1:15 left in the second period.
Shots read 25-15 now in favor of Morristown with a 3-2 lead here. And like we said, Abdi, they just have to keep their heads here, keep plugging away. They're getting their chances here in the second period.
Yes, for sure. Like you said, a lot of time left in this game.
But you almost get the sense that Woodbridge is looking for some sort of call here now as they feel wronged in some of those penalty calls.
And fair enough.
So, face off now in the Morristown end. This is Rafferty. Can't win it, and it's cleared back out. Off Walutz's skate does a nice job to chip it back to Luco in the neutral zone. Here's a cross-ice feed to Rennie. Rennie, number 9, moving in. Back behind the net. Backhand feed. Luco at the side of the net. Just goes wide there, and now Rennie. And this will go down.
All the way down.
This will be icing with 55 seconds left to go in the second period.
And that was sorry to cut you off. That was a great defensive play by Walutz there right at the center red line to keep that puck in front of him because he had Jackson Byrne right on his tail there pressuring him. So if he didn't win that, Jackson Byrne was going the other way.
Here's Luco, tries to get by one. Did, but couldn't get by a second player. And here's Walutz now. Cross to Oblowski, back to Walutz. Walutz now, back to Oblowski. Off the wall. Rennie now tries to throw it in and flubbed it a little bit. And now Rafferty will get to this one.
Miscommunication there by Woodbridge players.
It's thrown into the boards. Here's Morristown with a 2-on-1, a shot.
Great save.
Yep, Galgani off the glove. And now the net comes off again. The net coming off awful easy down there, it looks like.
Even when Thatcher Neville was down there, I feel like came off.
You know, Ab, did you find that when you played goaltender that the net, you're taught to lean into it a little bit, not, I mean, it comes off so easy nowadays, and there's not those long pegs that go in where the net stays on so much, you didn't want any injuries, but it does come off awful easy.
Yeah, for sure. And that's the last thing you're thinking about as a goalie, seeing a puck coming your way. You could care less about this net going off and more about just getting over, and that's what happened on that last goal for Hunter.
That's true. And this one's centered, and it's broken up by Woodbridge. Here's Walutz. Pass to Luco off his stick, and now he'll go get it with 9 seconds left in the period. One last chance, 6 seconds. Luco towards the net, deflected. Oh, into the goaltender's chest by Rennie. No, he did not know where it was. He was looking around like, I don't think he knew where it was, Abby. I think you're absolutely right there. Players giving him taps, saying, nice job.
And that would have been a crazy way to end this second period.
2.7 to go, and Woodbridge has pulled a goaltender here.
See if they can get one last shot off before this period expires.
Luco on the draw, trying to win it to Rafferty. Tries to push to him, and they can't do it. And that'll do it for the period. With the score, Morristown 3, Woodbridge 2. Shots reading 25-16 in favor of Morristown as the teams go to their respective locker rooms for an ice cut here. And there's some words between the teams as they head off. So this game has taken a turn here where a lot of stuff being said both ways.
For sure. Started out pretty tame. We didn't see a shot in that first period for 4 or 5 minutes, and now it's escalated to this. But nonetheless, a very good game, and excited to watch the third period here.
All right, so with that having been said, the ice will get cut here, and we'll be back for the third period momentarily. For the start of the third period here, Morristown on top 3-2, and Abby, let's review the goals thus far. What do we have here for Morristown?
Morristown, Charlie Vorskak got the first goal for them, and Jackson Byrne has 2. That's their leading goal scorer with 21 goals now after his performance in these first 2 periods. And then for Woodbridge, we had Waloose with the first one, and then Braden Rafferty with the second one. We saw Morristown go up 2-0. Woodbridge come back 2-1, then ultimately 2-2, and Morristown got a later goal in that second period to go up 3-2.
So, with the third period about to start here, and Woodbridge hopefully were able to calm down a little bit between periods. They started to run around a little bit, and we didn't want to see them really take another penalty there in that towards the end of that second period. But they're going to start Rafferty, Rennie, and
Don't know.
Nick Malone here. I don't see Luco on this line, and here's Waloose will dump it right back in here.
Goes on defense here.
So maybe to get Luco running that puck up through with a little speed. Let's see, Waloose now for Woodbridge. Fakes dropping it to Luco. He'll hold on. Goes cross ice for Rennie. In front of the Morristown bench. Sneaks in. Here's a shot off the stick of the goaltender, Thatcher Neville. And off the netting, we get the whistle.
Getting a feel for the puck early here is Neville. And Woodbridge now has 17 shots on the board.
And this draw will stay to the left of Thatcher Neville in the Morristown end. And Woodbridge now. See what they can do with a draw, offensive zone draw. Rafferty loses this one, and Morristown will look to throw it up the near side. And off the boards, kept in by Luco. Nice little move.
There he goes.
Sachets by Luco in the feet of Malone. Got caught up. Here's Rafferty now with the puck. Back to the point. Luco fires, and that is sliding, attempted a block here. And Abby, correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, what a reverse hit by Luco.
That was beautiful. Ooh.
And that was number 39 for Scott Williams for Morristown, trying to throw the hit on Luco, and the reverse hit Luco there put Scott Williams down.
And we definitely see the idea to put Luco back on D and have Nick Malone, I believe that is, Braden Rafferty, and Pat Rennie up on forward. And here's a chance
Malone
potentially.
Moving in, shot, off something in front. I think the goaltender did get a
his
piece
helmet?
of that. Yeah,
Maybe
it sounded very weird.
Yeah,
Here's
plastic
Luco,
almost.
side of the net, off the chest, and this one will come all the way out. And Abby, I wanted to say before, I believe Luco has a lot of experience playing defense.
I believe for travel he does play defense.
So this could be a move where Luco maybe gets a little more offensive. There's this long pass picked up by Owalski towards the net into the glove and put down right away. As a lot of crazy stuff going on here early on in the third period.
And we saw in that last Chatham game, throwing pucks to the net definitely does get goals. I think it was the equalizer in that last game that Foley, I believe, just threw the puck to the net and don't know what happened, but ended up going in. It was a little floater. So we'll see if that happens here for Woodbridge in this game.
It's a long shot, and Galgani made that save, and that's off the netting, and this will stay in the Woodbridge end to the left of Galgani. 12:57 to go in the third. 3-2 Morristown clinging to that one-goal lead. And off the draw is Zablowski taking the draw once again for Woodbridge. And again, in front of us, a lot of fans blocking our view momentarily, and this one skims back out into the Morristown end. And off, Foley could not keep that one in. This is Santaramo.
No trip there.
No trip there, and I don't know. Well, again, that's why we're up here, Ab. We don't have the striped shirts on. Here's Santaramo trying to get to it. Now Foley will try to get to it. And this one into the Woodbridge end. And Morristown will recoil here in the neutral zone. And this one's chipped back behind Galgani. This is Oblowski with it for Woodbridge. Up the near side. It gets partially blocked. Back to the point. Kept in. There's a long shot.
Block.
Off a stick.
That might be a high stick. Oh, no high stick there.
In front, here's Berzola on the near side for Santaramo. Santaramo trying to get this one deeper. Couldn't do it. Berzola trying to help him out, number 2. Oblowski moving in as well. Berzola backhand. Trying to get to Oblowski. Can't do it. Morristown now, if they hurry, they've got a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Moving in, number 4. Shot is blocked by Sweeble. That's a big block there. Back to the point. Shot wide. And Zweibel will get to it for Woodbridge. Got a head of steam, and he is just going to roll through everybody. Here comes Morristown right back in. Shot over the head of Galgani.
And that's Brody Toy, who we talked.
Big hit on the far side by Zweibel. Knocks a man down. Now here's Foley now. Will chip this one in all the way around. Right to Rennie. Rennie, number 9. He's got Rafferty with him. Rafferty back to Rennie. Rennie on his backhand. Nudged off the puck in the corner. Back to Rafferty. Rafferty. He's got Malone in front trying to get it to him. Here's Luco at the side. Shot off the goaltender in front. Loose at the side of the net. They can't get to it.
I think that
Players go down, and we got a penalty as Rennie gets taken down in front. And this will be on the touch-up. We're going to get a power play for Woodbridge, I think. But let's see. A signal is a cross-check, Ab.
And that's a big thing for Woodbridge here. A great opportunity to tie this game up. A lot of action we saw in these past few minutes.
I'm sorry, Ab.
No, you're good. We see that almost goal over there. It looked like it hit the Morristown defender right outside of the crease, and almost an own goal there.
It looked like Malone couldn't get to it, and they were scrambling for it. So anyway, Woodbridge now on this power play with 10:57 to go here in the third, trailing by 1, 3-2. And Rafferty cannot win the draw, and Morristown will get to this one and sail it all the way down. Back behind Galgani, where he'll stop it and leave it for Walutz. Walutz, Luco, Rafferty, Oblowski, Rennie, the 5 power play specialists
Here
out there
goes
for
Luco.
Woodbridge. Luco winds this one up, inside out, trying to get
defensive
around.
play there by number 19, I believe.
1-on-2 now back the other way, and they'll just dump this one back in. That was a lot of speed by number 10, Jackson Byrne, who has 2 goals in this game for Morristown. And here's Walutz now, who has a goal for Woodbridge. Walutz moving in, on his forehand, back behind the net, tries to center, nobody there, but it comes to Luco. Luco holds, looks, back to the middle.
A couple slashes there.
And off a skate, and now Morristown will send this one down. Back behind Galgani with 1:06 to go in the power play. Ray Oblowski will come back for this one for Woodbridge. He'll leave it for Luco. There's Ryan Luco. Little spinorama.
Scary to do in front of your net right there. But
Comes in inside out. Here he comes with the puck. Luco dips the shoulder. Back around on his backhand. Takes a shove. Back to the point for Oblowski. Oblowski with 45 to go in the power play. He plays catch with Luco. Oblowski shoots one right into the midsection of Thatcher Neville, and he'll hang on for the whistle with 9:37 to go in the third, 40 seconds on his power play. So far, Woodbridge unable to set up on this one, Abby, and I'm sure they would love to do that and maybe get him moving side to side.
yeah, for sure. And good rebound control there by Thatcher Neville to not allow that puck to come back out, because I'm pretty sure there were 2 Woodbridge players right in front of him there.
Woodbridge wins this one. Oblowski and Luco play catch on the near half wall. Cross ice for Walutz. Walutz loses the handle momentarily. Now gains it back. Cross for Luco. Couldn't connect. Luco stops. 25 to go on the power play. He'll shoot this one as a right pad save by Neville. Luco throws it back through Walutz. Once again off a stick. He'll get it again. Rafferty looking for an opening across to
Great
Luco.
pass.
Luco shoots. Blocker save by Neville as he came out to challenge a little bit. Here's Walutz. Curling, looking. 6 seconds to go in the power play. Oblowski at the point. Luco, near side. Back to Oblowski.
Gotta watch the Morristown player
towards the
coming
net,
out of the
save.
box.
The rebound in front by Rennie. Rennie looking now. We're back to even strength. Centering for Luco.
Uh-oh.
Couldn't get it to him, and now Morristown looks to break back. 2-on-2 the other way. Here's number 11. Broken
Great
up nicely
defensive
by
play.
Ray Oblowski. On the near side, Rafferty and Walutz back there as well, trying to help get this one out. And on the near side, a lot of fans in front of us here.
Shots evening up here, 25-28. Morristown still has the advantage by 3, but definitely a Woodbridge slowly closing the gap.
Yep, there's Rennie in on the forecheck here as Woodbridge, you could sense trying to push with 8:16 and ticking here on senior night here at the community center as they trail 3-2. Rennie in there and Rafferty both digging for the puck in that near side corner. And it squirts free, and Morristown will get this one back to the neutral zone, where Ryan Zweibel, number 71, will chip it right back in. Berzola there for Woodbridge, trying to get to it. Now Rennie in on the forecheck. Morristown go D to D, and they'll slide it back to the neutral zone. Zweibel gets to it first for Woodbridge, off the boards. This one's tied up in the neutral zone. Here's Rennie on the backhand. We'll just sift it back down into the Morristown end. Here's the Colonials. Look to break back out through the neutral zone. 39 off the boards. I believe that's Williams. Scott Williams. Also took that big reverse hit from Luco earlier. And back behind, Zwiebel took a big hit back behind his own net. Moved the puck well, though.
Zwiebel getting a little taste of his own medicine there. We know him for throwing the big hits, but he gets hit behind the net.
And here he comes on that far side. He was looking. And puck squirts free. Santaramo there for Woodbridge trying to get it out.
Look out here. Definitely a scrappy player, Zwiebel.
Yep. And Morristown coming back in here with 7 minutes to go. Inside out move wouldn't work. And now, reverse hit by Luco again back behind the net. And here comes Luco. Luco moving in, number 88, to the middle. Still with the puck. Now curls back, looking. He's got man breaking in while Lutz gets taken down. And we get no call on this one. Luco trying to get to it. Here's Foley trying to get to it. I hear whistling, but I guess that's the crowd, Abby. While Lutz tries to center this one on the backhand, couldn't get it in the front. Santaramo on the far side throws a hit. And now Morristown breaking back out 3-2 is a soft dump in on Galgani. He'll stop it with the stick, and he'll get the whistle with 6:21 to go.
And that's the first stoppage we've seen in a while, especially since Woodbridge's power play, where they did get a lot of opportunities, and Thatcher Neville just came up big. And as we see, he is a big goalie, so not a lot of net to shoot around. We've seen Luco taking shot after shot and still unable to beat Neville.
Yeah, as time winds down here, Abby, you're going to see Woodbridge, the urgency level. There's a long shot over the net of Galgani, and now it skims to Rennie. Rennie through the neutral zone. Rennie, left-handed shooter on that right side. Malone is over there trying to help. Malone keeps it in momentarily and throws it back deeper. But Morristown has the puck, and they will break back through center. Here's number 6, Clark Smith with a shot.
Save there.
Right to the midsection by Galgani, and he'll hang on for the whistle.
I will say Morristown defensemen have been making some pretty good saves, stopping the Woodbridge offensive quite a lot of times. So they're coming up big for Morristown here and definitely keeping this score at 3-2.
Looks like Hunter Galgani might have taken that one off the mask a little bit as he was checking his chin there.
Yeah, chin strap screws can definitely come loose as well.
And I know what's going on here, Abby. I think his dangler might have come undone.
Yeah.
And possibly. I'm just...
Matter of just tying that back, but looks like it's still on there.
Anyway, 5:57 to go. And here's Oblowski as Woodbridge wins the draw. A defensive zone win there, Abby. On the faceoff, and here's Rafferty.
You see Luco at defense still.
Rafferty tries to center, can't get it to Malone, and now Luco trying to pinch in, couldn't get it. Morristown breaks back the other way. Rennie on the back check is inside out. Nice back check by Rennie, helping out Ray Oblowski on that one. Luco now swoops in to try and get it as the clock just keeps ticking with this 3-2 Morristown advantage on senior night. Sorry, Ab.
No, you're good. Woodbridge just got to find this goal soon.
Here's Rennie chipping it by one. Rennie, he's got Luco breaking to the net. Centers just couldn't get it to Luco there. Luco back behind the net now. Rennie trying to get to it. Rafferty will try to help. This is chipped up the wall. Oblowski keeps it in. It's right there. Rafferty one-handed trying to get it to Rennie. Rennie now in the corner, throws a hit. Here's Rafferty. Walutz fresh off the bench. At the point calling for it. Rennie is exhausted here. He can't get to it off his stick.
Big
Rennie's
hit.
trying to get, throws a big hit there. Oblowski moves in to try and help him. Luco is in there looking for some loose puck there. And Morristown now trying to chip it up the far side, and they'll get it back out where Walutz will handle it for Woodbridge now. Throws it to Luco. Luco now through the neutral zone. Here's Ryan Luco. Drops it for Oblowski. Oblowski shot, save with the right pad by Thatcher Neville now. Rafferty in the corner. Looking, centering feed. Luco.
And it's all tied up at 3-3.
Ryan Luco in front puts that one home as they've been looking for almost seemingly the whole game, Abby, and they finally tie it up at 3.
And Woodbridge's big goal scorer finally puts one in here, and that's a big, huge goal. 4:25 left in this game. And hopefully Woodbridge can keep this momentum going and get another one before the period ends.
Yeah, I got to say, Woodbridge's horses are just out there, just going. And you could see Rennie was exhausted. They're just pushing. The urgency's there. And it finally pays off now for at least for the moment as we've tied it up here as Santaramo takes a big hit in the neutral zone.
And we'll definitely see it get scrappy here in these last few minutes. And as you pointed out before, with the tired legs out there, you saw that Woodbridge players still found a way to find that gas left in the tank. And there's a big hit at center
hit
ice.
by Ryan Zwiebel in the neutral zone. And the Morristown player goes right to the bench as he was lined up. While Lutz takes one here on the near side, it's 3-3, and now it's getting scrambly here. Morristown moving in, and yes, we do get the whistle.
And that's the last thing
Wow.
you want to see coming up center ice is a big Ryan Zwiebel right there in your face.
You say Zwiebel, I say Zwiebel.
I go back and forth, honestly.
I don't know what it is, but nonetheless, 71, and when he sees you in the trolley tracks, he will get you. And that was a couple, he's thrown a couple big ones here today, and Barzola on this draw, 3:48 to go. Shots are 30-27 now in favor of Morristown as we get a stoppage here. And what do we have here?
I think that's the trainer.
The trainer, yes. Going to check on that player who took the hit from Zwiebel. Let's hope he's okay, as he did look a little woozy heading back to the bench. Want to be safe here.
Face off right outside of the Woodbridge zone.
Walut's swinging at that, just getting it out. And here comes Foley. Foley, 1-on-2. He's going to put a long shot. Just goes wide. Now Barzola on that far side. Couldn't keep it in here. Zwiebel looking for another hit again.
Ooh.
And, somebody took a swipe at as the puck goes in. And what do we have here? We have a whistle.
I think it's going to be a penalty on Zwiebel. You saw the Morristown goalie leaning over the bench, and I think Zwiebel might have taken a swipe at him or run into him. Either way, Zwiebel's going to go to the box. Morristown did actually score off of that one, but obviously disallowed because Woodbridge touched the puck.
Yes. I was watching Abby, I got to admit, I was watching the action at the Morristown bench because there was so much going on. Zwiebel missed the hit, and it looked like Morristown players were swiping at him in front of the bench as he was half leaning into the boards. And let's see what we got here. We've got a big discussion there.
Yeah, I will say it definitely wasn't only the goalie that had his hands on Zwiebel there after he threw that hit. Ultimately missed the hit, but Morristown players got a little handle on him as he went over.
Zwiebel is in the box, I believe, here, and a lot of discussion going on. And yes, the puck was put in the net, but there was a whistle long before the goal, so. And
going to be interesting to see if we get a Morristown penalty as well. It's not looking like it, but as a bench player, you can't interfere with the play that's going on the ice. So
definitely not.
Regardless of what Zwiebel did.
And he threw the hit. He kind of he didn't lean in purposely, but after the follow through, kind of put it bent over the boards. And it looked like a couple of players obviously saying something and put their hands on him.
Yeah, even grabbing him I saw, which is definitely not allowed.
But,
so
there is I'm sorry, Abby. There is 5 players out there for Woodbridge and 5 for Morristown.
Okay.
So, maybe a misconduct here. Or
possibly, yeah.
But no loss. Oh, no, it is loss of manpower. I'm sorry. So now as Oblowski heads off, it is a power play up on the board for Morristown. Wow.
I am truly shocked that there is no bench violation there of something.
Absolutely. Wow. Well, nonetheless, here, Woodbridge is going to have to kill this off here. Morristown now with the puck. Here's towards the net, a deflection, goes wide.
And this could be huge, this power play, so detrimental.
3:16 and counting in the game. We're tied at 3, and a big kill here. Woodbridge just shot deflected. Good save by Galgani. It comes to the side. Luco will get to it, and he will fire this one down.
It's a good clear by Woodbridge there.
And 3 minutes to go on the clock. 1:30 to go in the Morristown power play. And for Morristown, Jackson Byrne, number 10 with 2 goals, the one to watch here.
See Brody Torrey taking it along that far side there.
Back on the near side, Morristown. Let's see, I can see if Luco can get to that one, but it skims back to the point now. Morristown keeping it in. 1:10 to go in the power play. 2:37 in the game. 3-3. Back to the point. They work the near side half wall. Cross, here's a shot, and the net is way off here. We get the whistle.
We've seen the net come off a number of times
We
in this game.
spoke about that earlier. That
Yes.
net does come off awful easy. And we had the whistle here. 2:27 to go on the clock. 1 minute in the power play for Morristown, and big draw here for Rafferty, and he wins it clean. Walut's trying to wind this one around. It does skim. Oh, Rennie.
He almost had that one.
I think we both saw that one happen. If it would have skimmed a little bit closer to him, Rennie could have been off to the races there, shorthanded.
Good face-off win, too, by Braden Rafferty. Clean win, as you mentioned.
Yep. Here's Morristown now moving back in with 35 on the power play. Walutz will get this one off the boards and cleared down. It's a big clear once again.
Time winding down on the power play, 30 seconds left.
Yep, minute 53 to go in regulation, down to 24 on the Morristown power play. They come back through. Rennie tries to tie his man up on that far side. Walutz over there to help. And Walutz, nice job, gets to the puck, but then lost it. Now he gets it back, tries to backhand it out. Here's a pass over here. Here's a one-time fanned on, and Luca will get to it off the hand of Rafferty. Here's Rafferty moving in, and that'll do it on the power play. We're back to even strength, and Rafferty's tied up. Hit thrown in front of the Morristown bench. Minute 20 to go.
Great play by Rafferty there to keep the puck in front of him and honestly just put pressure on Morristown. That's going all the way down, but no ice.
Icing. This goes to the side of Galgani. Now it comes to Luco. He gives it to Walutz. 1:06 to go in the third. Tied at 3. Walutz inside out. Walutz by himself. Goes around 1. Goes around 2. Back behind the net. Puts on the brakes. Here's a pass out in front. Rafferty's one-timer goes into the glove of Neville. And he hangs on. 55 seconds to go in the third. Wow, what action.
Yeah, it's been really back and forth, and we mentioned even before the game started that we were expecting a great game, and both teams have definitely delivered. 3-3 with 55 seconds left. I think there's a timeout. Don't know which team took it, but definitely even the shots reflected. At one point, Morristown was up by 10, I believe, and Woodbridge come back to even it, and shots now definitely reflect the game we've been seeing here.
This is a big draw now. Woodbridge will get the offensive zone draw here with 55 seconds left.
Big kill, too, by Woodbridge.
Yes.
Morristown not really getting any quality opportunities, and Woodbridge dumping the puck whenever they got the chance to, and that's really good by them. Definitely showing more urgency than we've been seeing, and hopefully they can sneak one in before this period's over.
It looked like on that last shot, Rafferty didn't get all of it. It looked like he flubbed it a little bit.
For sure.
Would have liked to see him get all of that one, but
yeah, Thatcher Neville coming up big, too, though, when he is asked. So we'll see what happens here.
Well, we got the offensive zone draw here, and it'll be to the left of the goaltender, Thatcher Neville.
Luco back up on forward, I believe.
And it looks like they got Walutz taking this all-important offensive zone face-off. Luco lined up right behind him. Rafferty, Rennie, Oblowski also out there for Woodbridge. The draw is down, and Morristown wins it. And they will break back out the other way.
Woodbridge players got to get back here.
It was a long shot saved by Galgani. Now it comes to Luco. Luco up the near side. Couldn't connect with Rafferty, and now Morristown look to break back the other way. Comes to Rafferty. Rafferty moving in. 35 to go. Tries to get around 1. He gets around 1. Catches it. Back to himself. Centers. In front. Nobody home there. 29 to go. It comes back around the near side here. And Morristown breaking back with 23 to go. They'll come back in the Woodbridge end. There's a shot saved by Galgani.
He was going the one way.
To go, and Luco will just loft this one back out to the neutral zone. 13 and counting. Morristown now in the neutral zone. Rennie will chip it ahead for Luco.
Ooh,
he almost hit him.
High hit there.
It is a high hit. It's Luco moving in 5 seconds. Tries to backhand, can't get one off, and now throws one towards the net into the glove of Neville. And
Luco unable to get a shot on that first play, but then throws one to the net as the final seconds wind down.
Definitely was a hit up around the cage area, which was not called. So we are going to This is the second straight one. I don't know if I can take this too much more, Abby, as we have another OT.
Hopefully we have a different result than that Chatham game.
So it's 3-3. Shots read 33-29 in favor of Morristown. And what started slowly back in that first period, which seemed like eons ago, now is really ramped up here in the second and third periods.
Yes, for sure. And we have a countdown going till the start of overtime here. Both goalies playing really well on both ends. We see Hunter coming up big in those last minutes from even shots from outside the dots.
Yeah.
We saw one where he was going one way and had to miraculously stick out his blocker to try and get him.
Yep.
To try and deflect that away.
We've seen Hunter Galgani all season. He's dialed in. I don't think there's ever a time where he's not dialed in. But,
Correct.
he's been very well, very, very good here for Woodbridge. But let's see if they can
Pull out
one in here. Yeah, pull out one here.
On their senior night, too.
Senior night. This would be fitting, would it not?
It definitely would.
So let's see who Woodbridge puts out here for the start of this overtime period.
Teams discussing here. Be interesting to see where Luco goes as well, because we've seen him playing defense in these past, and it was 4-on-4, right, for overtime?
Yes, I believe it was 4-on-4, and that's a good point, Abby, to see where he does play. If they put him up forward or let him play back on D there.
Great call by the Woodbridge coaches there. Obviously made a difference getting that equalizer, Luco, so we'll see what Morristown does as well. They have a lot of offensive defensemen, too.
You can bet that Jackson Byrne will be out there.
I think Toy
Clark
as well.
Smith, Brody Choi, Liam Wilson.
Let's see, how many of those did we get right?
Well, let's
25,
see. 25.
JT Califati.
Okay.
Califati.
But we did get Jackson Byrne.
Number 12. That's Brody Toy, like we said.
Like we said. So we're getting it. But anyway, we've got Luco Oblowski, Rennie Walutz out there for Woodbridge. Oblowski on the draw. And they win it. So this is all important to get that first puck possession.
Yeah.
And Oblowski now will skate back. We got a little pond hockey for you.
And this possession is something that Woodbridge did not see in the last overtime game.
Here's Luco with a whole bunch of speed through the neutral zone. Coming in on his forehand. Pulls up. Now looks. He's got Walutz back at the point. And he fakes to him now, still with the puck, and he'll bring it back out.
And Woodbridge players have to touch up to get back on sides here.
There's Walutz. Takes a stick up high, look like. Walutz moving in, inside out. Looks off the net to himself. Nice play, back to the point.
The S there.
Yes, here's Oblowski with a shot. Deflected, just wide. Oof, that was close. And he throws a big hit. Walutz in the far corner.
Wallace is all over the place here.
Here's Luco now taking the feed from Oblowski. He's got a head of steam around one, around two, trying to come in. He's tied up around that far side. He couldn't get the puck, and now it's taken back by Morristown. This is Jackson Byrne.
And gotta watch out for him.
Here comes Morristown. Byrne. They play catch.
Great save by Hunter. It's up in the air.
Loose, back behind the net, and it comes free to Walutz. Walutz now. He'll look. Goes a long cross ice.
Pass.
Nice pass is right. Here's Oblowski moving in.
He's
got Rennie going to the net, trying to get it to him. Couldn't do it. And back behind the net now, Morristown. As Woodbridge is changing, Rafferty jumps back on. Here comes Morristown in. Rafferty back playing D. They're looking for a centering feed. Here comes back to the point. Moving in, shot, score! And Morristown wins it in overtime.
And that's number 19, who we mentioned before, Charlie Borskat, getting his second goal of the game.
Yep. Second goal of the game. He opened the scoring and he closes it. Number 19. And Morristown wins this one in overtime. 4-3.
And another heartbreaker here. Sorry to cut you off for Woodbridge on their senior night in overtime.
That's okay. On the 35th shot of the game, they win it 4-3. And that was trouble as you see the puck squirt out there, and he walked right in all alone. That was tough. Another tough pill to swallow for Woodbridge here on senior night.
Yep, and we're going to see the handshake here 4-3, the final score.
You know, it was a very entertaining game. Could have went either way. And Woodbridge did have good puck possession there in this OT, but unfortunately for them, not able to pump one in and win this one. But again, it was a very entertaining game. It was great to do the game again with you, Abby, up here, as always.
Woodbridge does have a chance to get it back tomorrow. I'm pretty sure they play St. Joe's, so hope to catch you on that one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you had a good time here. We see a little commotion out on the ice, but that's it for us, and hopefully to catch you guys soon.
All right, thank you. Good night, everybody.